Okay, so for this deep dive, we're looking at some really powerful source material. It's kind of a civic guide boiled down into 3 Filipino words.
That's right. Manindigan, Makialam, Lumaban. Stand firm. Get involved. And fight, or maybe better understood as struggle.
Yeah, struggle feels right sometimes. And the source presents these not just as ideas, but as like essential actions for anyone wanting to be an active citizen.
Exactly. It's framed as a practical guide, how you can actually, generate change and have a say in shaping things. The mission, as the text sees it, is understanding why these 3 work together in that specific order.
Okay, let's start where the source does. Pillar 1, Manindigan, stand firm. It really emphasizes this as the absolute starting point.
The bedrock.
It's about having that solid belief, defending what's right, what's just, even when it's tough, or, frankly, scary.
And the source digs into why that's the start. It says Manindigan begins inside, recognizing your own value, being true to yourself.
Okay, why start there?
Well, the thinking is, if you don't value yourself, your own dignity, you're kind of easily swayed, right, towards apathy, maybe even corruption.
Makes sense. That internal strength, that clarity.
That's it. It's positioned as the essential first step. You need that before you can really stand up to problems outside yourself, like oppression or injustice.
Got it. So you build that firm foundation first. But a belief kept inside doesn't really do much, does it?
Exactly. Which leads right into the second pillar, Makialam, get involved.
And the source is pretty blunt here. It basically says being apathetic, just watching from the sidelines, that's actually choosing to be part of the problem.
Right. Involvement is how you channel that internal conviction outward, turn belief into, energy, action.
So what does getting involved look like, according to this?
It's a spectrum, really. Could be small things, like just staying informed, knowing what's happening in your community, supporting local projects maybe. Or it could mean, more active stuff. Jumping into discussions, community organizing, actually working on projects to tackle bigger national issues.
So it's about connecting with others.
Definitely. The idea is you can't fix systemic things alone. Involvement builds collective strength, makes voices louder together, team effort.
Okay, so conviction leads to involvement. But then comes the really challenging part, I think. Lumaban. Fight. Struggle.
Yeah. This one takes courage. It's described as the climax, the action you take against whatever's blocking progress or freedom.
It sounds intense. How does the source frame this fight for, the average person? Is it always confrontation?
That's a key point it makes. The struggle isn't necessarily physical conflict, not primarily anyway. It's more about confronting injustice wherever you find it.
So, what kind of things?
Well, examples given include things like fighting fake news, actively spreading accurate information. That's presented as a form of struggle.
An intellectual fight?
Exactly. Or using legal means to defend rights. That's a struggle. Or even directly addressing poverty, helping people who are marginalized. That counts too.
Okay, so it's about confronting things that limit human dignity.
Precisely. It highlights the courage needed for that in whatever form it takes.
So when you put it all together, Manindigan, Makialam, Lumaban, the source really stresses they're interconnected, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You can't really separate them effectively. The text argues, if you try to Lumaban, to fight, without Manindigan, without that firm belief, well, what are you fighting for? Your fight has no anchor.
Right. It's directionless.
And if you have the conviction, the Manindigan, but you don't get involved, you don't Makialam,
then your belief just stays inside. It's kind of pointless in the real world.
Exactly. Involvement, Makialam, has to lead somewhere. It should build towards Lumaban, towards taking that necessary action when faced with obstacles.
So it's a progression, a practical sequence.
That's the core insight. It's presented as a roadmap, really, how to become an effective citizen, someone empowered to actually help build something better.
A society that's more just, more free.
And more prosperous, yeah. By bringing together that conviction, the involvement, and the willingness to struggle against injustice.
So the final thought here, really, for you listening, is that this framework isn't just for leaders or activists.
No, the source makes it clear. The call is for everyone. It suggests that real transformation starts with you, with that commitment to mend again, to stand firm internally.
And then it has to expand outward through Makialam and, when necessary, Lumaban, through working together.
Yeah. So the question it leaves you with isn't if change is possible, but maybe. Are you willing to embrace all 3 parts of this process to make it happen?